Well, we're making something, and I don't know what it is, but we're starting out. This is a recipe from,
Well, I'm
from
variating
where?
it. I
Okay.
got some inspiration from the wonderful internet again.
Okay. So we have about a cup of onion. That was one small
Chopped
onion cut
onion,
up.
yeah, yeah.
We
Chopped.
also have 1 pound of potatoes cut into cubes, and there's a couple of cloves of garlic minced in there. I just rinsed the
Well, it's
potatoes.
supposed to be a pound of potato,
Yes.
and what did it say? A tablespoon of minced garlic? How much minced garlic
About
was?
a tablespoon.
Yeah, about a tablespoon of, and now we're going to splash it with some olive oil and go ahead and mix that in there and stir it all up. Might want to add some more oil after you stir it. And so we're getting that in there, just going to stir it up. And you've been preheating the oven for 400?
To 400. And this
Okay.
is going into a 9 by 13 pan. That would be the pan you make brownies in.
I don't know. It's a 9 by 13 pan.
That is definitely
Yeah.
the size you make brownies in.
Now, one of the things was supposed to be using diced tomatoes, but we didn't have any diced tomatoes. So I'm going to see
Okay.
this part.
Now we're going to put this in the oven for 10 minutes, stir it, and then leave it in for
Is it
another
at-
10 minutes.
But is it at 400 degrees?
At 400, yes.
It's there already?
Yeah, like so.
Okay, so in for 10 minutes.
And then stir it, and then another 10.
Well, we're going to show that part, but right now it's going in well, it's going to be 20 minutes total. 10 minutes from now, we're going to take it out, stir it, and then put it back in for the remainder of that. And while we do that, we're going to go ahead and get some of the other items that
There's a lot
are ready.
more that goes into this recipe.
Yeah, well, not a lot more, but there's more. Okay, so we decided it's supposed to be about a pound of zucchini. These are probably a little bit more, but we're going to use these two zucchini. And my wife is going to go ahead and is supposed to cut it up into about half-inch slices.
If you can't find eggplant, yellow squash tastes just like eggplant.
Well, it's yellow squash zucchini is pretty much the same thing.
No. Yellow squash and zucchini are very different.
Yeah.
But yellow squash
zucchini is just green squash. That's all. So
no.
she don't know.
Eggplant and yellow squash taste
Cut.
the same.
Cut.
Zucchini is like I don't like zucchini at all.
This is when you have a small spaces like us, we have to adapt
Yeah.
our work
We have
area.
such a small kitchen.
My big body.
Where's that bowl?
Yeah.
This is just the bowl we had the potatoes in.
Yeah, so it'll be alright. Want to lift it and just slide them in there.
Well, we didn't cut the skin off of the eggplant, but if you prefer, you can always cut it off.
You can peel
Your
it.
recipes are just guidelines.
So the main thing really though, since with the situation of things going around, there's generally an abundance of vegetables, and well, I kind of like eggplant. So, when other things are hard to find and vegetables are not, you use the vegetables. That's it. Yeah, you're gonna eat. And it's gonna be good. And down there. Now I know why they kept it separate.
Alright,
Just
now the
shush it in.
zucchini is the same way?
Well, kinda. Hold on now. Just cut the end of the zucchini off and maybe the back of it, just a little bit of the back. And now cut down the middle.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Cut-
Are there
cut-
cubes?
Yeah, but cut down the middle. Cut down the middle, and then divide it in half again, and then you know, you can cube it up. Yeah. We gotta go a little bit thicker, dear. Go about ½ inch. Alright, so that was pretty quick. The next one, a little bit. Oh, ouch, cut too much.
Well, when I get the directions, that's how I do it. Now, is this also after 20 minutes, like...
No, this goes on after it's done, like after that 20 minutes. Then
what I just said?
after the 20 minutes,
After the 20 minutes.
then it's going to be mixed in with that,
Right,
and then we're going to
just
cook
one
it
more
some.
minute, I have to stir that, because
Yeah.
it's already been 10 minutes.
All right, well, we'll get ready. We're ready here.
Okay.
And this,
There we go.
just for the heck of it, here, take this, put that plate over top of it, keep it covered, you know. Right here. All right. So, okay, we're going to get over there and get into this covering, and I'm going to go ahead and close this off.
Here's my spoon.
Alright, so we kind of moved the stuff back into a bigger bowl here, and we mixed together the zucchini and the eggplant.
Whoa.
And now we're adding in some basil, oregano, and
Here's
salt
the black
and pepper.
Now, do you want regular salt or do you want the sea salt?
The sea salt is good. Just
Alright, well then we're going to have to, because it's not coming out that way, so.
that's okay. It's just to give it a flavoring. It's just a little bit of flavor, you know. Stir it all up. A little bit of that. You got the regular black pepper, right?
Regular black pepper.
Yeah.
Now, in another 7 minutes, this is going to be added to what's already in there in the oven, and then it goes 10 minutes or until desired doneness.
I had the light on this camera before in the beginning. I've turned it off now, so hopefully it didn't mess up the beginning parts, but you'll have the mostly the audio and all like that. So.
Oh, and as you can see, we changed to a bigger bowl because there was no way we could stir in that other bowl. It was just not good enough.
And while I'm doing that for a minute there, I'm
It
going to
smells
go ahead
good,
and I'm going to go ahead and charge this one up. We're going back into the oven over here for a second.
Yep.
Pop the oven up over. We're still cooking the vegetable bake. We decided to add in some crushed tomatoes since we didn't have diced tomato. I was going to try to go without it, but it didn't seem quite right, so we had crushed tomato and it's in there. In the meantime, my wife has been cooking over here our shrimp.
Here,
go ahead.
we have the melted butter, splash of lemon juice, minced garlic, some pepper flakes.
Yes,
Hot pepper
crushed
flakes.
pepper flakes.
Crushed pepper
Crushed
flakes.
pepper
those
flakes.
things, like you put on pizza.
Yeah.
The pasta's done. I'm going to drain it.
And we didn't have linguine, so that's okay. This is going to be a little unique. And we're going over here. She's draining, and we're going to add the.
So we just have the squiggle pasta.
Yeah, you're going to add the pasta. I'm going to stir it up in there. Get it mixed in.
I'm just trying not to get that water in there. I do not have a big colander.
Well, we got that little thing.
We do, but there's no handle, so you kind of like burn yourself.
No, the one that you put on the side of the pot.
Oh, yeah, there's that one. Okay, so we're going to mix this up. The shrimp did come out nice. There's a lot of juice in there. We won't be...
Yeah, the general problem with this is they are peeled and deveined, but they still have a tail on. It's actually pretty hard to find shrimp without the tail on. But we'll make do. We'll just have to get the tail off as we eat. Keep the wonderful paper towel as we found it.
Right, so we'll plate this up. We're going to leave the vegetable stuff in the oven a while longer because when we checked it, some of the zucchini and eggplant was still kind of cool. Maybe instead of what was it, 13 by 9, probably should have used like a cookie sheet, something much wider, so that everything would be spread out more and will cook more evenly. But we'll leave it in there another 10 minutes.
You're baking it.
In the meantime, we're going to have this for supper.
We'll put the lid on over there. I think we got to add parsley.
Parsley?
Parsley. Sprinkle a whole bunch of parsley over top of it. Give it 1 second, and then we'll leave it here. Let me go and make sure we got everything in here. I'll be right back, and then we'll work on plating it.
It smells good.
We'll sit down and eat. But I would like to have the vegetables with the dinner.
All right, we can take it out. We can have it.
We'll
it's just, okay.
We'll see.